Okay, guys. So big news that came out of today and made me do this. I might actually watch Ultimate Spider-Man for this. So for those who don't know, what's going on in Ultimate Spider-Man is apparently Spider-Man is the season called Web Warriors, where Spider-Man is traveling from each universe to more or less team up with the other versions of himself, like the 2099 Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, I think there's also like Spider-Man Noir, and a few others. And yeah, it sounds kind of familiar that, we're getting this, and then in November we're getting Web Wars. We are getting that in TV. We're getting pretty much kind of the same story with Spider-Verse, which has all these different Spider-Men together. But one thing kind of made headlines was that Miles Morales, aka the Ultimate Spider-Man, the real Ultimate Spider-Man, is going to be animated, and this is going to be his first animated appearance on TV, and he's going to be voiced by Donald Glover. Now, a lot of people, way back when Spider-Man was going to be rebooted, and before Andrew Garfield was cast, a lot of people said that Donald Glover should play Spider-Man, and that apparently, from what I'm told, I don't know if this is true or not, but there's so much hype for Donald Glover to play Spider-Man kind of led into the creation of Miles Morales. That kind of led to Miles Morales' creation. And yeah, I'm really excited. Ultimate Spider-Man's a book I've been kind of in and out of, but everything with Miles Morales is always fun. So I'm really excited to see this. I might actually watch Web Warriors. I might actually sit through Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors just to watch the episode with him in it. I might actually do that. But yeah, there is a clip out of that of Miles meeting Peter, and it's really good. I think Donald Glover really does a good voice, has a really good voice for Miles. Even though, Miles is very young, even younger than Peter, about 13, 14 years old. But I think Donald really does a good job with it from that clip. And it was very cool to see them both kind of meet. And also, this is something that surprised me, that Miles Morales openly, they kind of allude to that, yeah, Peter Parker is dead in his universe. Peter Parker of that universe died. And that kind of led to him becoming the Spider-Man of that universe. So, with that, I'm really surprised that they went that route. I'm surprised they didn't say, well, Miles Morales was always Spider-Man. He was always, there was no Peter Parker. There was only Miles Morales. I'm glad they actually have the balls to say, yeah, Peter Parker died in our universe. This is Miles Morales now. So, good on them. And it felt a little bit like Brian Michael Bendis' Spider-Man when during that meeting. I was like, did they just look at Spider-Man and go, let's do that? Oh, man. But no, like I said, I am very curious to see this, and I'm there's somewhere in the back of my mind going, man, I really wish there was a Miles Morales card. This was Ultimate Spider-Man if we had Donald Glover's Miles Morales, and this was the Spider-Man cartoon. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like that. I would like to see a Miles Morales cartoon show. Maybe if this gets enough hype, maybe they'll do like a spin-off or something. One can only hope. But then again, if they do a Miles Morales show, it's still under the people who give us such great things as, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and the Avengers Assemble cartoon, and Hulk Agents of Smash. Woo, I say unenthusiastically. But yeah, not much else I can say other than I'm kind of, like I said earlier, I'm really interested. Donald Glover has a really good voice for Miles. I think from that clip alone, I was like, okay, I'm sold on him. And I know a lot of people, when they saw this, they're like, oh my god, Miles Morales is finally getting animated. And he's being voiced by someone we wanted to see as Peter Parker. No offense to Andrew Garfield, of course. I think he's a really good Spider-Man. Better than I like him more than Tobey Maguire. But, Donald Glover, I think he's a really good actor. I've seen him on... Yeah, he was on Community. I was trying to remember what show I've seen him on that I really liked. But, yeah. There's somewhere, if this were a perfect world, Miles Morales would have his own Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. It would be done well, no Loeb touching it, and it would just be Paul Dini writing episodes he really wants to write. Because apparently I've heard a lot of stories of Paul Dini being very creatively restricted on a lot of the scripts he writes. But yeah, enough about me bitching. once again, really excited for this, and I really want to know from you guys, what are you guys excited for Miles Morales finally being animated, and what do you think of Donald Glover voicing him? And if this were a perfect world, would you have liked to see an Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon focusing on Miles Morales? But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm out.